Good evening and salutations, my Y&R fans. Okay, so let's talk about this society scene with Billy, Phyllis, Adam, and Chelsea. So in the beginning, you got Adam and Chelsea talking about Connor, trying to prepare a plan to sit there and sit him down, and not have him get these expectations out on something that's not going to happen as far as those two getting back together. So when they're talking about that, Billy and Phyllis walk in, and it's just awkward as hell. In a minute that Chelsea says hi to Billy, Billy says bye and just bolts off. Like, like there was a really bad silent fart. The silence was the worst. And he just boomed out of there, right? Phyllis walks over and Phyllis like, well, that was awkward. And she starts crying. She's like, what's going on? This, that, and the third. She keeps doing it. She's pushing. And Billy was like, yo, listen, we work together. Let's not, we're not making this personal. You're not going to be sitting there digging into my life or anything like that. We're not doing it, right? He's very sharp with her. Now, most people will sit there and be like, okay, cool. I'm just going to back off. I'm here for the job. You don't want to talk about it. It's fine. My thing in Billy's case is that he don't really have a lot of people to talk to about. And I would sit there and say Jack in some ways, but I'm also just like, Jack was kind of, I did feel like Jack was kind of doing him a little bit dirty by going behind his back and talking to Lily. Um, some of the stuff he was saying was a little kind of off of me. But I guess, Jack, if he wants to go that route. But Phyllis is another person to sit there and talk to. Phyllis knows him. They've been together. So it makes sense that, he would sit there and he has to vent to somebody. So eventually he does. There's one point where she's like, don't sit there and tell me that she dumped you for him. And that's when he gets really angry. But he does sit there and tell her what wound up happening. And, granted, she pretty much surmised, she's like, they probably got together because of what's going on with their son. You know, they wanted to sit there and get away from the pain, and that's why they did what they did. So she explains it the exact same way that those two explained it. She does urge that that he gives her another chance. And the thing is, he keeps saying, "Well, if it was with anybody else," part of me just like, I guess because for me, it's like once you cheat, that's it, right? Some people will sit there and look at this situation and be like, oh, it's very cold, it's very heartless the way that he is treating Chelsea. I feel like it's just an act of betrayal. I feel like it's a really hard act of betrayal. You're basically sitting there letting that person know that you don't value that person by what you do. For me personally, if somebody was to sit there and cheat on me, you're lowered in dirt. You are lowered in dirt. That's exactly how I'm gonna treat you. Because in my mind, why should I bother to sit there and give you any sort of respect when you didn't do the same for me? So for me, that's how it's going. Um, and you can tell partly he does want to sit there and forgive Chelsea. The whole Adam thing is it's definitely a sticking point. Same thing with Liam and Thomas, which again is just so. But the thing is though that this isn't the first time. See, this is something that I'm new to the show. Chelsea cheated on him before that. Why the hell should he bother to give her another chance? That's just something else. That's just something I didn't even think about. I was talking to DC. He was like, no, he should really give her another chance. He really should. I was like, how many chances? How many chances is too many chances? So, as far as I'm concerned, hell's it enough. But with this show and the options that they give, I'm like, bro, at this point, you're better off going out with Phyllis. Again, you know Phyllis, right? So, um, Nick confides in his family about what's going on with Sharon. Um, he asks for advice, but ultimately, he's venting and just kind of working out what he wants to do. What he wants to do is he wants to sit there and talk to Sharon's doctor. Talk to Sharon's doctor, tell that doctor everything that Sharon has been doing up until this point. The lashing out at Daniel and Lucy. Um, just the erratic behavior, all of it. Because even if the doctor can't sit there and open up her medical file, she can at least give them, or he can at least give them um, a strategy of how to help Sharon. While that's going on, you got Mariah sitting there talking to Sharon, which this conversation, see, Cameron Kirk. The reason why this scene works so much is because of Cameron Kirk. Okay? There's a point where Sharon is on the phone talking to Mariah, trying to come up with lies and everything like that, and like her lie is just so all over the place that when she hangs up on her, right? I just sat there was like, what? I was like, Sharon, you do realize that you want to try to get, Mariah to kind of ease off and back off. When she started saying things like, I got a little dizzy, because at this point, Mariah still thinks that she is at the hotel. And so she's like, let's hang out, let's do this, let's do that, let's do third. She was like, well, I want to get some fresh air. I was feeling kind of dizzy. And I'm like, you want to make Mariah feel less concerned. And then she hung up the phone. And then Sharon turned around and looked at Cameron Kirk, and he was just he was just shaking his head like. And I swear, I thought that was probably the funniest scene in there because I was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" So Mariah called back, and this time she was a little bit more straightforward. And the best lie comes from a hint of truth. And she was like, I'm tired of being under a microscope. I'm tired of everyone having to ask me questions all the time, kind of like waiting till I break and stuff like that, smothering me and stuff. So she was like, I'm done. I want to go off the grid. I want to sit there and go to whatever that place she was actually going to go to. She was like, I'm going to go there. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to just sit there and breathe and kind of get my thoughts together. And I don't need you to sit there and follow me or check up on me because I need to sit there and heal. So this time, the second time that she got on the phone, she she told a statement that was a lot more believable. In a statement where it's like, okay, let's not sit there and try to confront her because this is what drove her to run away the first time. Let's not do that. So now, as she hung up the phone, I guess her subconscious, well, her, one second. See, because I thought that Cameron Kirk was like her subconscious, but apparently it's her darkest, deepest secrets, whatever the hell that means. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense out of this, and I mean, hell, they're not even really too clear on what he is. Whatever this is, and I saw the previews, it looks like she does something that she feels she can't take back. Now they've been hinting for a long time. They've been hinting that she's gonna do something to Daniel, something to Daniel, kill him, hurt him, whatever. She's gonna do something to him. Whatever this is, whatever this long thing has been, it seems like it's gonna come to a head next week. So I am actually looking forward to it. Um, I really did actually enjoy this episode, though. I mean, I didn't think it was like super crazy or super action or anything like that, but like I felt like it was just good enough. And then you look at the way that the Newmans come together to help Nick, the fatherly advice that Victor gives. Victor is definitely a very complex family, right? He talks about family a lot and being there for his family and stuff. And today, he was there for his family. He was there for Nick. It was a great scene, and it's amazing because you look at this scene where he's very supportive of his sons, whatever. But then, in that same breath, he can sit there and screw over Lily, the daughter of his former friend, Neil. I think that's what makes these characters so interesting. Characters like him, characters like Sonny, because they can have moments of doing good, but also, like my title on Thursday or Wednesday, they can be incredibly selfish and greedy. Now, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I already did my live stream, but if you are a member, whatever I don't talk about, I'll talk about it and see the members stream tomorrow, or I'll talk about it on Monday with everyone else. Now, if I forgot anything, write it down in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.